Whoa, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleam, those proud stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Whoa, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello, one and all, families, friends, and students, and welcome to the class of 2025 graduation. I am Alexander Moy, and it is my absolute honor and pleasure to be welcoming you to this ceremony. On this day, we celebrate the years of dedication, learning, and growth that the class of 2025 has shown, culminating in the diplomas we receive today. But before we get started, there are a few things I have to clarify. To begin, unfortunately, we have had to stay inside due to bad weather. If you would like water or popcorn, it is available in the lobby outside the gym doors. If you need a bathroom, they are out those same doors and directly to the left. Upstairs is off limits. As for the ceremony itself, diplomas will be handed out by advisory. When the student receives their diploma, there'll be a brief speech about their time at SHS. Their photo will be taken by Denise Hunter and will be posted online. If families would like a photo package, they will be able to purchase them using the methods listed on the photo information sheet, which you can find with the diplomas. Finally, I understand we're all very excited for this ceremony. I know I am. But out of respect for those around you, I ask that the sound on your phones be turned off. Likewise, at the end of the ceremony, please remain seated until every graduate has passed the last seat. Then, you may find your graduate and congratulate them in whatever way you would like. At the same time, please be sure to take your lawn signs from the front of the building on your way home this evening. Now, with that said, I welcome Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Peter Burrows, to the stand.
All right, good evening. Springfield seniors, parents, relatives, staff, and community members. What a wonderful and powerful moment as we gather to celebrate and reflect on the sacrifice, learning, and experience of the class of 2025. Tonight, together, we pause to collect our breath, to mark this day and its significance in the accumulated experiences of our lives. And we stand up to recognize just what it took And we know because we were there for each of these seniors to be here today. I can tell you, as I've watched graduates walk across the stage over the years, that it's hard to distill these few short moments into a singular message that will have a significant impact on the trajectory of these graduates. And after wishing farewell to many graduates who have gone on to do amazing things, and some who have wandered before finding their purpose, the thing that I've come to finally is this. Seniors, graduates, make time to know who you are. How do you know yourself? This is such an important question. Our world increasingly draws us outward through the countless devices that inhabit our lives. Cell phones, computers, watches, tablets. We experience a constant media presence that fills all moments of our days. If you step back after a day and look at all the media you've consumed and the content of that media, it can be overwhelming. And if you look at the balance of negative versus positive information you've allowed into your conscious and subconscious, you may be pretty astounded. Just living and absorbing without knowing is tough. Knowing yourself is not some complex practice. It's about sustaining clarity within yourself that grows and illuminates your vision. It's how you give meaning to that steady stream of ones and zeros coming at you. It's how you really face the world with strength and possibility. Life will at times feel like a hurricane. You'll be flowing peacefully downriver. We'll close your eyes for a brief moment, and the waters will be upon you. As you've already experienced in life, there are some things that we can control, and there's a lot that we can't. And when you get caught up in one of these storms, whether it's deciding on a major, or which career to pursue, or what's next in the many transitions ahead, grounding yourself in knowing who you are will be the absolute center of what's right. Remembering who you are is a practice and takes reflection and introspection. Make space in your life for this practice. The automatic conveyor belt of work, sleep, and weekend is real. While it carries a certain kind of satisfying rhythm to it, push yourself to be awake and truly alive. Make the next move a great one, and remember what's important as you take the next step in your lives. Thank you, class of 2025, for all that you've given to Springfield School District and all that you leave behind. Everyone in this auditorium is with you and rooting for you. Go Cosmos!
Sorry. Good evening, graduates, family, faculty, Vice Principal Mr. Gross, Principal Ms. Hathorn, school board members, and Superintendent Dr. Burrows. My name is Kylie Nadeau, and I have the honor of receiving the Springfield High School's Principals Award for the class of 2025. As I stand before you today, I have the immense pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Kristen Allen. Being the daughter of two esteemed educators, Mrs. Allen has been surrounded by learning her entire life. As she fell in love with Spanish early on in high school, she knew that that was something that she wanted to always implement in her life. As she attended the University of New Hampshire from 2003 to 2007, She spent an exchange year in Granada, Spain, solidifying her love of anything and everything Spanish. Moving to Madrid, Spain in 2007 without any family or friends at the age of 22 and finding a community of her own is what Mrs. Allen recognizes as one of her life's biggest accomplishments, second to her wonderful family, of course. After receiving her Master's of Education from, bear with me, the Universidad de Francisco de Victoria in Madrid, Mrs. Allen taught English in Madrid for 13 years before moving back to the United States in 2021. While teaching at Springfield High School, Mrs. Allen has been a pinnacle part of our school community. Not only did she bring the love of foreign languages back to Springfield High, but she also led the charge in returning a long-forgotten exchange program, which I had the amazing opportunity to be a part of. Mrs. Allen brought students from SHS to Madrid and taught us more about culture, language, and community. Some standout moments from the trip were when Mrs. Allen opened her apartment to students when they needed to feel close to home, or when she entertained our game of Metro Points, you know, and overall making everyone feel safe and secure when we were abroad. Speaking on behalf of all the students on that trip, thank you, and that's an experience we will never forget. Sorry. Because of Mrs. Allen, many students will leave Springfield High with a newfound love of foreign language and culture. Mrs. Allen is single-handedly building worldly people, cosmopolitans, if you will. And as we graduates leave Springfield High School, we know that Mrs. Allen will continue to have an everlasting impact on students for years to come. Felicidades.
Thank you, Kylie. Good evening, families, friends, faculty, staff, and of course, Springfield High School class of 2025. It's an incredible honor being chosen to stand before you today on such a meaningful occasion. Before I begin, I'd like to take a moment to thank families, parents, guardians, grandparents, siblings, and friends for their unwavering support, love, and patience. The class of 2025 would not be where they are today without the roots you have given them. Tonight is a celebration of your dedication as well. Now, I have only been part of the Springfield community for the past 3 years. However, the impact that this class has had on me, I'm sure, will last a lifetime. When I think about you all, the words that come to mind are boldness and curiosity. Before us, we have an incredibly diverse group of students from a small, close-knit community, each of whom are unique individuals who passionately pursue their interests. We have writers, dancers, artists, musicians, carpenters, businessmen and women, athletes, and welders. There are future healthcare professionals, teachers, skilled mechanics, engineers, agricultural professionals, and military members sitting before us today. Let's take a moment to celebrate just some of the incredible accomplishments of this class. From the storytelling voices behind Greenhorn articles and Greenhorn Live episodes, to the medals earned at Skills USA competitions, from the dual enrollment in online college courses that challenged you, to the homes that you helped build for families in need right here in our community. You've brought beauty to our town through the holiday wreaths that you've crafted in horticulture, to the flowers that bloom around Springfield thanks to you. You've spent countless afternoons and evenings on courts and fields, fighting for wins in playoff games, setting and beating school records. You've competed in foosball tournaments, danced your hearts out in recitals and competitions, starred in school plays, explored the world through travel, and experienced the excitement of selling your very first piece of artwork. You have moved here from your home country, you've learned a new language, and you've marveled us with your resilience. This incredible class before us did not get the 8th grade graduation that they deserved. The world shifted overnight, and a celebration that you so look forward to, a rite of passage, was taken from you. But the class of 2025 did not let that define their story. You all showed up every day, sometimes a little bit late, but you wrote a new one. These moments tell the story of who you are, not just what you've done. We have all watched you show up when it matters, cheering each other on, not out of obligation, but out of genuine pride for your friends and classmates, their passions, and who they are becoming. I've been deeply impressed by your ability to collaborate and support one another while still pursuing your individuality. As we close this chapter and all you have achieved, I would like to share part of a poem that I've returned to many times in my life. It's by the Spanish poet Antonio Machado, and it begins. Caminante, son tus huellas el camino y nada más. Caminante, no hay camino, se hace camino al andar. Class of 2025, as Machado wrote, there is no path, the path is made by walking. You are all caminantes, travelers, explorers, and there is no longer any clear single path waiting for you. The future isn't something you follow, it is something that you create, step by step, choice by choice. Shortly after graduating college at 22, I packed a suitcase and I said goodbye to everything familiar, moving to Spain by myself. That experience for me, being immersed in another culture, navigating the unfamiliar, discovering that I could figure things out on my own, gave me something that I hadn't found before. It gave me confidence. It's the kind that can only be built by walking your own road, even when you're not sure where it's going. It's tempting to look for the safest one, but I want to challenge you to consider something else. Try something that scares you. Move to a new city, speak a language you don't know, ask questions, surround yourself with people who challenge you. It won't always be easy, but easy doesn't shape you. Struggle, curiosity, and courage do. You have already started making your path, and how you've grown, supported each other, tried new things, taken risks, overcome obstacles, and pursued your interests. You have shown all of us here that your steps, your huellas, have meaning. To the class of 2025, se hace camino al andar. The road is yours to make, and I, for one, cannot wait to see where it leads you. Thank you for giving me this honor today. Felicidades, congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. I am Michael Coleman, and with me is Kai Parkhurst, and we are the class representatives for the class of 2025. Today we speak not only as the class representatives for the graduating class of 2025, but as a voice speaking for seniors who, through thick and thin, through struggle and success, have made it here today to celebrate the closing of one chapter and the beginning of another. As the German revolutionary Rosa Luxemburg once said, being human means throwing your whole life on the scales of destiny when needs be, all the while rejoicing in every sunny day and every beautiful cloud. Our class has always been full of individuals who are not afraid to let life be life, to embrace it in all its messiness, its joy, and unpredictability. The past 4 years have shown the class of 2025 that it rejoices to say yes to destiny. But even as we celebrate this wonderful quality of our senior class, I want to acknowledge those throughout the world who are not so fortunate. Though many members of the class of 2025 feel bound for a bright future of justice, life must not solely be about our inner strength. We must carry a deep sense of justice and maintain the courage to care for others. We must learn to work on behalf of our neighbors, not only here in the United States, but across the world. For those who are suffering in regions of poverty, war, and disease, that knows no boundary. From Europe to Asia, from Africa to the Middle East, to even the Americas, our compassion must know no borders. So we step forward, and we are obliged to carry strength, justice, and courage with us. However, despite the work that lies ahead, we must strive and make it a celebration, a wondrous voyage of sunny days and beautiful clouds. This we do for ourselves. Even more, we act on behalf of those who have made our adventure ahead one filled with hope, dreams, energy, and excitement on this special day. Thank you. I'll now hand the mic to Kai.
Hello, everyone. We stand proud, not only as members of the SHS class of 2025, but as members of this town's community, to present this year's senior gift. The class of 2025 is proud to officially present Springfield High School with a brand new bench which is to be installed by the track. This will not only provide a physical place to sit, but will also mark the place where we will stand in the history of Springfield High School. Additionally, we would also like to thank Ms. Pelton for her hard work as the advisor for the class of 2025. As I leave you all today, I give you these last parting words from Carl Liebknecht, Mrs. Luxemburg's closest confidant. Through this experience, we have been warned. Learn everything, forget nothing. Thank you. Please welcome Camden Bramling to the stage.
Good evening, 2025 Springfield High School graduates, friends, families, school board members, and administrators. I want to introduce myself. My name is Camden Grambling. I am proud to serve as the Class of 2025's National Honor Society President, a Green and Gold recipient, and tonight's student speaker. Thank you all for coming here to celebrate this incredible milestone with us. Saying goodbye is really hard, so excuse me if I start to get emotional. First and foremost, I want to say congratulations to all my classmates. We did it. I want to personally thank my mom, who's cheered me on the whole way, and my dad, rest in peace, who's cheering from above. Thank you to my coaches, Tim Considine, Shelby Suya, and Sam Metcalf, and my middle school advisor, Mrs. DeAngelis. You've all made a huge impact on me, and I'm forever grateful for you. Please continue to be incredible coaches and teachers impacting future athletes and students. Thank you to the rest of my loved ones for being here and supporting me. When I received the email that I was selected to speak at graduation, my heart dropped. I was hoping my eyes were deceiving me when I saw the notification pop up on my phone. I thought back to the first day of high school as a freshman and how recent that feels. I thought about how I was so frustrated with the fact that I had 4 whole more years until I was able to get the heck out of here. I thought I wanted to grow up faster and move far away for college. Now I've chosen a college 2 hours away, and I'm begging my mom to come pick me up every weekend and bring me back here because this is my home. This is where I belong. I still have no idea how 4 years can go by so quickly. I still feel like that 14-year-old, but much less brave and more intimidated by the idea of growing up and graduating. Where has the time gone? I thought about telling Miss Crystal I couldn't do it, knowing that my public speaking skills aren't the best. But then I remembered my mom's words. Cam, take advantage of everything that is offered to you. I'm standing here today because of those words. Speaking in front of a large crowd is scary for me, and I'm worried that I'll stutter or mess up. But instead of letting myself give up the chance to talk to you all, I'm taking a risk to improve my public speaking skills and to share my advice with you. If I could give the class of 2025 any one piece of advice, it would be those words said by my mom. Take advantage of everything offered to you. This advice is responsible for all the memories I cherish most about high school and will remember for the rest of my life. While it can be scary and you may not want to in the moment, sometimes opportunities can change your life. Opportunity is rarely perfect and can seem inconvenient, but opportunity is the basis of growth, and those who cultivate it harvest success. So take a risk and say yes more often, even when you are unsure. When you take a risk, you are bound to fail, and that's what makes it difficult or scary. But the class of 2025 is resilient. Each of us has faced challenges in our life, losses of family members, friends, and pets, moving schools, challenges in relationships around us and at home. All of these things have impacted our lives heavily, but we can say we did it. We graduated anyway. So continue to be resilient, and don't let hard things hold you back from your desires and your goals. Value hard work, and push yourself to be better, the best version of you. We are an incredible class filled with scholars, athletes, artists, musicians, dancers, performers, tradesmen, and more. We have many 12-season athletes, a 1,000-point scorer who is also the holder of the most points scored in SHS history. We have 2 100 wrestling match winners, 2 track and field record breakers, North-South football and softball athletes, and even a foosball champion competing in the World Cup. We have world travelers to Spain and Japan. And without taking advantage of our opportunities, we would have none of those things. You can't accomplish anything without stepping outside of your comfort zone to try new things. And you can ask those achievers. They probably had to fail a time or two to achieve those accomplishments. And if they didn't try again after failing, they wouldn't have made it happen. So don't let your fear of embarrassment, stress, or failure hold you back. And take failure as a learning point to get up and try again. From here on out, we are adults pursuing higher education, entering the workforce, and defending our country. As cliche as it is to say, someday we have to be the doctors, the lawyers, and the politicians in charge of this country. We are stepping into a whole new realm of opportunity. Regardless of where you go, we all have a place in this world and a role to fill. Your choices are the only ones that impact your future. But maybe your choices can inspire others too. Will you take a risk and seize advantages to achieve your goals, or will you settle for something more comfortable? In closing, I want to say how much of a blessing it is to be standing before you all today and to have grown up beside you. I'm truly so proud of each and every one of you for sticking to it, even when it got hard or things in our lives made it challenging. We have come so far from where we started. Remember how we raced each other to the swings on the playground at Elm Hill? Or how we traded Pokemon cards in Shopkins, had cartwheel competitions and intense Foursquare games at Union Street? The Halloween assemblies showing off our cool costumes and field trips to the Montshire, Plymouth Plantation, Fort No. 4? How about the lake trips to Echo, paddle boating, swimming and volleyball, medicine ball in middle school gym class, and kickball at recess, field day tug of war, and even the cake eating contest. Dressing up for Friday night football games, along with powder pop and pink games, and even dancing at homecoming and proms, all led up to this, our last shared moment, graduation. I'm eternally grateful for a class and a community that makes it so hard to say goodbye. I wish you all so much love and luck in everything you do. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Good luck in your future endeavors, and to your families, you should be very proud. I would like to welcome Coach Aiken to the stand.
Good evening. My name is Todd Aiken, and I'm a teacher here at Springfield High School. Upon graduation, our graduates will either be going off to college, entering the workforce, taking a gap year, for making the selfless decision to enter the United States Armed Forces. I've been asked as a military veteran to acknowledge our graduates who will be entering the armed forces. At this time, I'd like to ask that anyone in attendance, active duty or veteran, to rise and remain standing, if possible, to be recognized. Graduates, when I call your name, please also stand and be recognized. Cameron Williams, United States Army. Cam will be undertaking the MOS of Network Communication System Specialist. Hunter Furlan, United States Army. Hunter will also be undertaking the MOS of Network Communication System Specialist. Dylan Lacasse, United States Army. Dylan will be undertaking the MOS as myself, 11 Bravo, Infantry. Tristan Stagner, United States Army National Guard. Tristan will be undertaking the MOS of an aircraft electrician. And finally, Luis Daniel Talon, United States Air Force Reserve. Luis will be undertaking the MOS of logistics. Thank you for your service.
At this time, it's my pleasure to present each of the graduates. Lillian Babcock. Lily will be entering the workforce. In her time at SHS, Lily was proud of finishing her classes. Her accomplishments include taking criminal justice classes at RBTC. While at SHS, the adults who helped them along that path were Miss Allen, Mr. Lawrence, and Miss Skrypek. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Lily answered, to be hardworking and honest. Congratulations, Lily. Savannah Renee Buchanan is a recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: gaining early awareness and readiness for undergraduate programs, Gear Up, renewable scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Savannah will be attending the Keene Beauty Academy. In her time at SHS, Savannah was proud of helping with the Cosmos Closet. Her accomplishments include writing a book. While at SHS, the adults who helped them along that path were Miss Wasilico, Mr. Lawrence, and Miss Pelton. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Savannah answered, being there for your peers. Congratulations, Savannah. Austin Ingalls. Austin is taking a gap year. In his time at SHS, Austin was proud of passing his classes and graduating on time. While at SHS, the adults who helped them along that path were Mr. Lawrence, Ms. Pelton, and Ms. Brooks. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Austin answered, to be strong and independent. Congratulations, Austin. Esteban David Jimenez. Esteban will be taking a gap year. In his time at SHS, Esteban was proud of getting along well with most people. His accomplishments include going to Japan. His sports accomplishments include being on the cross-country team. While at SHS, the adults who helped them along that path were all of his teachers, Bruce and Miss Williams. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Esteban answered, boring at most, yet very practical. Congratulations, Esteban. Wayne Kidd. Wayne is graduating cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: gaining early awareness and readiness for undergraduate programs, Gear Up, renewable scholarship in the amount of $1,000, Vermont Endowment Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Wayne is undecided on his postgraduate plans. In his time at SHS, Wayne was proud of being in the Little Women play and making friends. His accomplishments include being in the theater program. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were Miss Geyer, Miss Skrypek, and Miss Pelton. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Wayne answered, being a student at SHS. Congratulations, Wayne. Yuslady Romero Costello. Yuslady is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships, awarded the Vermont Seal of Biliteracy. Yuslady will be taking a gap year and working in early childhood education. In her time at SHS, Yuslady was proud of graduating. Her accomplishments include being in the Aware Club. And while at SHS, the adults that helped them along that path were her parents. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Yuslady answered, being part of your community. Congratulations, Yuslady. Lily Stoto. Lily will be attending River Valley Community College, majoring in psychology. In her time at SHS, Lily was proud of graduating. Her accomplishments include making a lot of art that she was proud of. Her sports accomplishments include being on the basketball and softball teams. While at SHS, the adults who helped her along that path were Miss Pelton, Mr. Lawrence, and Miss Graham. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Lily answered, overcoming struggles even though it may be difficult. Congratulations, Lily. Maddie Taylor. Maddie is graduating cum laude. Maddie will be taking a gap year before pursuing a career in animal grooming. In her time at SHS, Maddie was proud of making the best group of friends. Her accomplishments include completing skills and doing research that will help her in her future career goals. While at SHS, the adults that helped her along that path were Miss Todd, Diane, and Mr. Hauk. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Maddie answered, being a cosmo to me means having a good community and a good spirit. Congratulations, Maddie. Luis Talon is graduating summa cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships. Awarded the Vermont Seal of Biliteracy A.M.E. Program Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Luis will be entering the Air Force Reserve. In his time at SHS, he was proud of completing 2 programs in the Tech Center. His accomplishments include completing Advanced Manufacturing and Engineering Level 2, achieving the Outstanding Student Award during the 2023 to 2024 Skills USA Vermont State Reporter, 2024 to 2025, Vermont State Vice President 2024 Skills USA, Vermont Quiz Bowl gold medalist, and Adaptive Manufacturing bronze medalist 2025 Skills USA, Vermont Quiz Bowl gold medalist, and CNC 3-axis machining programmer bronze medalist, and being a member of the National Honor Society and Technical Honor Society. His sports accomplishments include competing in varsity track and field. While at SHS, the adults that helped them along that path were Mr. Gray and Mr. Chamberlain. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Luis answered, "It means to go to Springfield." Congratulations, Luis. Jonathan Thomas. Jonathan will be working full-time at Faith's Toyota Ford as a car salesman. In his time at SHS, Jonathan was proud of graduating. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were Mr. Lawrence, Mr. Kukulo, and Miss Wasilico. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Jonathan answered, "To go to Springfield." Congratulations, Jonathan. Michael Balzer. Michael is graduating magna cum laude. Michael will be working full-time at Domino's. In his time at SHS, Michael was proud of being at this school and getting all the chances that he had here. His accomplishments include completing Culinary Arts Level 2 at RVTC and receiving the Most Improved Student in Culinary Arts Award, along with participating in many culinary competitions and receiving various awards at Springfield High School. While at SHS, the adults who helped them along that path were his dad and the staff in ODP. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Michael answered, being independent, having courage, respectfulness, and workmanship. Congratulations, Michael. Dejan Cameron. Dejan is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships, awarded the Vermont Seal of Biliteracy. Dejan will be pursuing a career in firefighting. In his time at SHS, Dejan was proud of the things he learned that will help him in his future. His accomplishments include learning lab designs through the River Valley Technical Center. His sports accomplishments include being on the baseball and soccer teams. While at SHS, the adults that helped him along that path were Miss Frank, Mr. Touchette, and Miss Crystal Shaw. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Dejan answered, "To be part of my school." Congratulations, Dejan. Rowan Calkins. Rowan is graduating summa cum laude. Rowan will be attending CCB. In his time at SHS, Rowan was proud of their time in journalism. His accomplishments include journalism, Greenhorn Live, set building for theater, tech and design, and keeping Carson the cockroach alive. While at SHS, the adults that helped him along that path were Mr. Janison, Miss Frank, and Miss Skrypek. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Rowan answered, attending Springfield School District. Congratulations, Rowan. Elena Cobby. Elena is graduating cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships. Jack Lindgren Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, Luke Kendroff, Junior Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500. Elena will be attending the University of New England, majoring in psychology. In her time at SHS, Elena was proud of knowing who her real friends are. Her accomplishments include opening up herself when we had a music program and holding the role of stage manager during her junior year of theater. While at SHS, the adults that helped her along that path were Miss Frank, Mr. Janison, and Mr. Lawrence. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Elena answered, unsure, it could mean many things, yet nothing at all. Congratulations, Elena. Cameron Driscoll Page. Cameron is graduating cum laude. Cameron will be working at Shaw's. In his time at SHS, Cameron was proud of all of his accomplishments and his ability to overcome. His accomplishments include stage design of after-school plays. While at SHS, the adults that helped him along that path were his mom, dad, and Mr. Lawrence, who he never had for a class, but his high fives kept him going. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Cameron answered, to be a good and supportive student. Congratulations, Cameron. Emma Gagnon. Emma will be taking a gap year and working in early childhood education. In their time at SHS, Emma was proud of graduating. Their accomplishments include music club and being in the pre-K apprenticeship program through the RVTC. While at SHS, the adults that helped them along that path were her parents. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Emma answered, being part of your community. Congratulations, Emma. Evan Pope. Evan will be taking a gap year. In his time at SHS, Evan was proud of graduating. His accomplishments include helping with the Rainbow Fish play. His sports accomplishments include being on the track and field teams. While at SHS, the adults that helped him along that path were his mom and his teachers. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Evan answered, pushing through when times are hard. Congratulations, Evan. Kate Savari Rathanathy is graduating summa cum laude. Kate will be attending the University of Vermont, majoring in nursing. In her time at SHS, Kate was proud of making new friends and enjoying her youth. Her accomplishments include being a member of the National Honor Society and Student Council. While at SHS, the students that helped her along that path were Miss Frank and Mr. Touchette. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Kate answered, someone who holds the ideals of integrity, humbleness, kindness, and smartness. Congratulations, Kate. Tristan Stagner. Tristan is graduating cum laude. Tristan will be entering the Army National Guard as a helicopter electrician. In his time at SHS, Tristan was proud of leaving. His accomplishments include Greenhorn Live. His sports accomplishments include being a 12-season athlete, competing in track and field, cross country, and indoor track. While at SHS, the adults that helped him along that path were his parents, Eric and Rachel Stagner. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Tristan answered, you attended Springfield High School. Congratulations, Tristan. Andon Corral White. Andon is graduating magna cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships. Town Fair Tire Toolship Award for 1,000 in career tools. Andon will be working at 4 Life Design Build in Hanover doing carpentry. In his time at SHS, Andon was proud of getting high grades so he could be in the Honor Society at Springfield High School and RVTC. His accomplishments include completing the Forestry Level 1 and Carpentry Level 2 programs through RVTC. His sports accomplishments include being on the track and field teams. While at SHS, the adults that helped him along that path were Mr. Joe Gordon, Callie Campa, and Jenny Shaw. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Andon answered, to be proud wearing the green and white. Congratulations, Andon. Jacob Bennett. Jacob is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: gaining early awareness and readiness for undergraduate programs, Gear Up, renewable scholarship for $1,000. Jacob will be attending Nichols College, majoring in business management. In his time at SHS, Jacob was proud of being captain of his basketball team. His sports accomplishments include being on the basketball, baseball, football, and unified basketball teams. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were Miss Skripek and Miss Nadu. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Jacob answered, respect. Congratulations, Jacob. Camden Gramling. Camden is graduating summa cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships. Awarded the Vermont Seal of Biliteracy, the Green and Gold Scholarship, the Laura Cody McNaughton Health and Community Service Award in the amount of $2,000, gaining early awareness and readiness for undergraduate programs, Gear Up, Renewable Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, Frank M. and Olive F. Gilman Foundation Renewable Scholarship in the amount of $6,000, John Cooper Hubbard Scholarship in the amount of $2,000, John Cooper Hubbard Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Camden will be attending the University of Vermont, majoring in public health. In her time at SHS, Camden was proud of receiving the Green and Gold Scholarship. Her accomplishments include going to Spain with the Spanish Club, being a member of the National Honor and National Technical Honor Society, and being on the Green Tornado Athletic Council. Her sports accomplishments include being on the soccer, softball, and basketball teams, with her favorite accomplishment being captain of both the softball and soccer teams. While at SHS, the adults that helped her along that path were her mom, dad, and Michelle. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Camden answered, being a part of a community that means something, a community of athletes, students, and friends. Congratulations, Camden. James Goltekin. James is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: Amanda S. Klein Scholarship award in the amount of $1,000, the AER-MG James Ursano Scholarship in the amount of $2,000. James will be attending Fisher College, majoring in business management and playing college basketball. In his time at SHS, James was proud of receiving high honors his junior year. His accomplishments include having a lot of community service, taking online college classes in his senior year. His sports accomplishments include being on the football, basketball, unified basketball, preparatory basketball, and track and field teams, with his favorite memory being growing up with his friends and playing sports throughout high school. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were Michelle Pinter-Petrillo and his family. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, James answered, to do your part. Congratulations, James. Hunter Furland. Hunter is graduating cum laude. Hunter will be entering the U.S. Army working in communication networking. In his time at SHS, Hunter was proud of his wrestling career. His accomplishments include being able to go on trips. His sports accomplishments include being a 12-season athlete, competing in wrestling, football, and track and field, reaching many accomplishments such as qualifying for wrestling in New England and having 100 wins, along with being a Vermont Chapter National Football Foundation College Hall of Fame honoree. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were Donnie Beebe, Mom, and Dad. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Hunter answered, it means to be proud. Congratulations, Hunter. Reese Harriman. Reese is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarship: Bruce Murray Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,600, Jan E. Fersling Scholarship in the amount of $750. Reese will be attending a trade school. In his time at SHS, Reese was proud of playing sports. His accomplishments include completing the Level 1 business program at RVTC. His sports accomplishments include being a 12-season athlete on the baseball, football, track, and hockey teams. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along his path were Miss Skripek. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Reese answered, to be a student athlete. Congratulations, Reese. Lindsay Knight. Lindsay is graduating magna cum laude. Lindsay will be attending CCV, majoring in childhood education, as well as working as a dance teacher at Uplift, Acrobatics, and Dance. In her time at SHS, Lindsay was proud of passing all of her classes. Her accomplishments include performing a multi-theater performance. Outside of the high school, she has been working at a preschool and dance studio. Her sports accomplishments include dancing in various studios since the age of 3. While at SHS, the adults that helped her along that path were Ms. Skripek and Mr. Lawrence. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Lindsay answered, to be someone who works hard for the goals they set out. Congratulations, Lindsay. Kira J. Planky. Kira is graduating summa cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: the Maurice O'Leary Scholarship in the amount of $2,500, the Jan E. Ferslink Scholarship in the amount of $750. Kira will be attending Husson University, majoring in psychology and criminal justice. In her time at SHS, Kira was proud of helping with graduation every year. Her accomplishments include being on the yearbook committee, job shadowing at VSP, being a member of the National Honor Society as historian, and completing criminal justice level 2 at RBTC. While at SHS, the adults who helped her along that path were Mr. Lawrence, Crystal Shaw, and Mr. Touchette. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Kira answered, it means a family that you can always come back to. Congratulations, Kira. Alexa Puffer. Alexa is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: gaining early awareness and readiness for undergraduate programs, Gear Up, renewable scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Alexa will be attending Keen Beauty Academy, studying to become an esthetician. In her time at SHS, Alexa was proud of being a part of Unified Basketball. Her accomplishments include being a part of the Human Service Program at RBTC for almost 3 years. Her sports accomplishments include cheerleading for 3 years and playing Unified Basketball for 1 year. While at SHS, the adults who helped her along that path were Mr. Touchette, Sandy, and Miss Allen. When asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Alexa answered, being a part of a very supportive community of people who are always there to help you when you need it, and to meet some amazing friends on the way who have truly changed my life for the better. Congratulations, Alexa. Macy Stagner. Macy is graduating magna cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: the Sylvia Bryant Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, the Jan E. Fursing Scholarship in the amount of $750. Macy will be attending River Valley Community College, studying to become a radiologist technician. In her time at SHS, Macy was proud of breaking the school points record in basketball. Her accomplishments include being a part of the National Honor Society and the Green Tornado Athletic Council. Her sports accomplishments include participating in basketball, soccer, and softball, and reaching the 1,000-point milestone in basketball. While at SHS, the adults that helped her along that path were Mr. Aitken and Mr. Touchette. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Macy answered, being a cosmo means embracing a sense of community and belonging. It represents the values of teamwork, support, and personal growth. Congratulations, Macy. Blake Vandal. Blake will be working full-time at Vandal & Sons Home Improvement. In his time at SHS, Blake was proud of passing all his classes. His accomplishments include building the set for a theater production. His sports accomplishments include playing on the Unified Basketball team and making it to the semifinals. While at SHS, the adults that helped him along that path were his Graham, Mr. Lawrence, Miss Smith, and Miss Hathorn. When asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Blake answered, never giving up. Congratulations, Blake. Cameron Williams. graduating cum laude, Cameron will be entering the U.S. Army working as a network communications systems specialist. In his time at SHS, Cameron was proud of graduating. Sports accomplishments include being a 12-season athlete, competing in basketball, football, track, and unified basketball. While at SHS, the adults that helped him along that path were Mr. Aiken. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Cameron answered, to be well-balanced. Congratulations, Cameron. Sierra Altmeyer. In their time at SHS, Sierra was proud of graduating on time. Sierra's accomplishments include volunteering at the Springfield Humane Society. While at SHS, the adults who helped them along that path were their mom, Mr. Ryan, and Ashley Stillwell. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Sierra answered, it means to help others. Congratulations, Sierra. Thomas Anderson. Thomas will be taking a gap year. In his time at SHS, Thomas was proud of graduating. His accomplishments include being awarded the most improved in theater arts. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were his mom, his gram, and Mr. Janison. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Thomas answered, being nice and respectful to one another. Congratulations, Thomas. Michael Coleman. Michael is graduating summa cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: the Robert Paul Scholarship in the amount of $500, the Springfield High School Class of 1963 Scholarship in the amount of $300, John E. Stetson Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, Springfield Elks Lodge in the amount of $1,250. Michael will be attending Keene State College, majoring in political science/history. In his time at SHS, Michael was proud of learning. His accomplishments include National Honor Society, being the Greenhorn Editor-in-Chief, and restarting Greenhorn Live. While at SHS, the adults that helped them along his path were his parents, Mr. Harris, Mr. Janison, and Mr. Lawrence. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Michael answered, being sufficient. Congratulations, Michael. Stella Coleman. Stella is graduating magna cum laude. Stella will be attending CCB, then Keene State College, majoring in psychology. In her time at SHS, Stella says she is proud of graduating, writing, while it may seem odd to say graduate, my circumstances are different than other people. I'm chronically ill, spent time at home sick than the actual school building. I'm proud of myself for fighting hard to get where I am, graduating with all my credits, good grades, and I did a lot despite the setbacks. It was rough, but everyone at SHS was so supportive and so thankful for that. And I think it's important for me to acknowledge that mostly silent struggle. Her accomplishments include student council and performing Shrek the Musical her freshman year. She spent her free time as a journalist, editor, layout editor, Greenhorn Live journalist, and Greenhorn Live scriptwriter at different points in her Greenhorn career. While at SHS, the adults who helped her along that path were her parents, Mr. Janison, Miss Frank, and Mr. Touchette. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Stella answered, to be part of a community. Congratulations, Stella. Maddie Hamlin. In her time at SHS, Maddie is proud of passing science. Her accomplishments include going to the space. Her sports accomplishments include being a part of the unified basketball team. While at SHS, the adults that helped her along that path were Miss Dodge, Miss Locke, and Mr. Ryan. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Maddie answered, it means that there are always opportunities for you to take. Congratulations, Maddie. Muhammad Hamadeen. Muhammad will be returning to his home country of Jordan. In his time at SHS, Muhammad was proud of going to the USA Quiz Bowl. His accomplishments include attending the RVTC Advanced Engineering and Manufacturing Program. His sports accomplishments include being on the cross-country and indoor and outdoor track teams. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were his host family, Kelly and John Broker Campbell. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Muhammad answered, to be connected. Congratulations, Muhammad. Alex Lund. Alex is taking a gap year. In his time at SHS, Alex was proud of passing his classes. And his accomplishments include attending RVTC, completing the Criminal Justice Level 1 program. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were Ms. Walsh, Mr. Harris, and Mr. Jamison. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Alex answered, to go to school here. Congratulations, Alex. Bailey Mae Palmisano. Bailey is graduating cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships. Town Fair Tire Toolship Award, 1,000 worth of career tools. Bailey will be working at Wayland. In her time at SHS, Bailey was proud of deciding to take a chance with the Tech Center. Her accomplishments include completing the Advanced Manufacturing and Engineering Level 2 program through RVTC and had the opportunity to go to multiple national competitions with RVTC after winning the state level competitions. While at SHS, the adults that helped her along her path were Jenny Shaw, Mr. Gray, and Ms. Skrypek. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Bailey answered, taking every opportunity that comes your way. Congratulations, Bailey. Kai Parkhurst. Kai is graduating magna cum laude. Kai will be attending Keene State College, majoring in political science while working full-time at Shaw's. In his time at SHS, Kai was proud of joining the National Honor Society. His accomplishments include being in the Red Reading group with Mr. Harris and the National Honor Society. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were Keegan Harris, Mike Janison, and Stephen Lawrence. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Kai answered, participating in the community. Congratulations, Kai. Isaiah Short. Isaiah is graduating cum laude. Isaiah is undecided on his post-graduation plans. In his time at SHS, Isaiah was proud of playing in the Unified Basketball Games. His sports accomplishments include being on the Unified Basketball team, with his favorite memory being playing against Burn. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were Miss Amy, Miss Clancy, and Miss Izzo. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Isaiah answered, to try and never give up. Congratulations, Isaiah. Allison Sue Pry. Allison will be taking a gap year. In her time at SHS, Allison was proud of making friends. While at SHS, the adults who helped her along that path were Miss Crystal Shaw, Mr. Janison, and Mr. Harris. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Allison answered, being kind and respectful to your peers. Congratulations, Allison. Emily Toner. Emily is graduating cum laude. Emily will be attending Southern New Hampshire University, majoring in social work and law enforcement. In her time at SHS, Emily was proud of overcoming challenges. Her accomplishments include completing Human Services Level 2 through RVTC, being on the honor roll, getting her first A in sign language through CCV, starting a business, and getting her CPR certification. Her sports accomplishments include being on the field hockey and unified basketball teams, with her favorite moment being seeing a player shoot their first basket after all their hard work. While at SHS, the adults that helped her along that path were Mr. Lawrence, Jenny Shaw, Miss Lee Hatch, and Miss Crystal. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Emily answered, cheering on the others that don't have anyone else cheering for them. Congratulations, Emily. Braden Wright. Braden is graduating magna cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: A M&E Program Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, Roger McNamara Spirit Scholarship for $500. Braden will be attending Vermont State University, majoring in mechanical engineering. In his time at SHS, Braden was proud of completing 18 college classes. His accomplishments include being in the National Honor Society, completing Advanced Manufacturing and Engineering Level 3 at RBTC, and being a gold medalist at Skills USA. His sports accomplishments include being a 12-season athlete, helping to rebuild Springfield's boys soccer program, and competing in basketball, track, and cross country. While at SHS, the adults that helped him along that path were Chris Gray, Sherry, and Jean Wright. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Braden answered, to wear green. Congratulations, Braden. Paige Beebe. Paige is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: gaining early awareness and readiness for undergraduate programs, Gear Up, renewable scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Paige will be attending the University of Hartford, majoring in illustration and animation. In her time at SHS, Paige was proud of making good friends. Her accomplishments include displaying her artwork. Her sports accomplishments include being on the soccer team with her favorite memory of scoring a goal. While at SHS, the adults who helped her along that path were Mr. Lawrence, Miss Guy, and Miss Zano. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Paige answered, to be present, mindful, and respectful. Congratulations, Paige. Riley Autumn Cameron. Riley is graduating cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: Springfield Moose Lodge 679 Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, Springfield High School Alumni Scholarship, R.N. Millett Scholarship in the amount of $2,500, the Jan E. Fersling Scholarship in the amount of $750, and the Governor Phil Hoff Vermont Honor Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Riley will be attending the University of Hartford with the Hartford Art School. In her time at SHS, Riley was proud of making friends who have stuck around. Her accomplishments include making an art portfolio that got her into her dream art school, and being in multiple theater productions and holding various roles. While at SHS, the adults who helped her along that path were Prof. Allen, Mr. Lawrence, and Miss Wasiliko. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Riley answered, to be accepting of all people regardless of their background and being true to yourself. Congratulations, Riley. Aiden, Clark, and Percy. Aiden is graduating magna cum laude. Aiden will be working full-time as an electrician apprentice. In his time at SHS, Aiden was proud of having over a 2-minute-long dead hang. His accomplishments include being a part of an airsoft group filled with other high schoolers and completing the River Valley Technical Center Carpentry Level 2 program. While at SHS, the adults that helped him along that path were his mom and dad. When asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Aiden answered, to think of the team when grass stains your clothes. Congratulations, Aiden. Madeline Lee Downing. is graduating magna cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: the Jeremy Gomez Scholarship in the amount of $1,500, Jan E. Fersling Scholarship in the amount of $750, and the Springfield Rotary Scholarship in the amount of $3,000. Madeline will be attending Champlain College, majoring in social work and criminal justice. In her time at SHS, Madeline was proud of being elected by her peers for the role of Secretary of National Honor Society. Her accomplishments include receiving the Clarkson University Leadership Award, participating in competitions at a Future Business Leaders America conference through the business class at RBTC, winning first place in insurance and risk management, and second place in journalism out of all FBLA members in the state of Vermont. While at SHS, the adults who helped them along that path were Miss Nadeau and Miss Brooks. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Madeline answered, to be friends with everyone and knowing you have a great school community of peers and teachers supporting you. Congratulations, Madeline. Axel Greenwood Hitchcock. Axel is graduating magna cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: Frank M. and Olive F. Gilman Foundation's Renewable Scholarship in the amount of $6,000, Samara Fund Scholarship in the amount of $500. Axel will be attending Wheaton College, majoring in creative writing. In their time at SHS, Axel was proud of making their own literary magazine, Inked Voices. Their accomplishments include becoming a member of the National Honor Society and Greenhorn. While at SHS, the adults that helped them along their path were their dad, Michelle, and all their advisors over the years. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Axel answered, to experience all types of people. Congratulations, Axel. Isabella Harbison. Isabella is graduating summa cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: awarded the Vermont Seal of Biliteracy, the IVEC Corp in memory of Mark Tanney in the amount of $2,500, the Gilbert Gill Whittemore Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,500, Springfield Elks Lodge in the amount of $1,250, Jan E. Fersling Scholarship in the amount of $750. Isabella will be attending the University of New Hampshire, majoring in biological sciences, pre-med, and veterinary. In her time at SHS, Isabella was proud of discovering her passion for learning Spanish and the many other academic accomplishments. Her accomplishments include National Honor Society, Apple Blossom Court, highest honors, CCV President's List, various health care certifications, and a longtime member of Future Healthcare Professionals of Vermont. Her sports accomplishments include being on the soccer team, which was ranked in the top 5 for Division III girls soccer during her senior season. While at SHS, the adults who helped her along her path were her family, the Beebe family, and Miss Allen. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Isabella answered, to be a cosmo is to be part of a close-knit community that will always welcome you back with open arms. Congratulations, Isabella. Bryson Miner. Bryson is graduating cum laude. Bryson will be entering the workforce at the Brattleboro Retreat in various areas of facility maintenance. In his time at SHS, Bryson was proud of passing his driver's ed class. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were Miss Jenny Shaw. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Bryson answered, I'm unsure. Congratulations, Bryson. Amelia Murchie. Amelia is graduating magna cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: the Bryant Chucking Grinder Charitable Foundation Award in the amount of $3,500, the Jeremy Gomez Scholarship in the amount of $1,500, the Howard Smith Springfield Schools PTA Scholarship in the amount of $500, Springfield Elks Lodge in the amount of $1,250, and the Jan E. Fersling Scholarship in the amount of $750. Amelia will be attending Plymouth State University, majoring in exercise science. In her time at SHS, Amelia was proud of becoming part of the National Honor Society. Her accomplishments include completing the Human Services Level 2 program at RBTC, National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society, Future Healthcare Workers of America, receiving her LNA, and being an Apple Blossom. Her sports accomplishments include being a 12-season athlete on the soccer, basketball, and softball teams, and also making the SBL soccer and softball teams. While at SHS, the adults that helped her along that path were Miss Allen and Miss Peck. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Amelia answered, being a cosmo to me means being of a close-knit team, being part of a close-knit team. Congratulations, Amelia. Kylie Nadeau. Kylie is graduating summa cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships. Awarded the Vermont Seal of Biliteracy, Springfield Rotary Scholarship in the amount of $3,000, Springfield Teacher Association Scholarship in the amount of $800, the Howard Smith Springfield Schools PTA Scholarship in the amount of $500, Springfield High School Alumni Scholarship, Maurice O'Leary Scholarship in the amount of $2,500, the Jean Chaffee Memorial Scholarship in the amount, missed here, in the amount of $1,000, the Claremont Savings Bank Trustee Memorial Savings Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, Springfield Booster Club Nancy Gurney Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, Springfield Elks Lodge in the amount of $1,250, the Frank M. and Olive F. Gilman Foundation Renewable Scholarship in the amount of $6,000. Kylie will be attending the University of New England studying middle and secondary education. In her time at SHS, Kylie was proud of invited to be part of the Green Tornadoes Athletics Council. Her accomplishments include lead roles in Shrek and Little Women, chief editor of Yearbook, vice president of NHS, traveled to Madrid, Spain with the Spanish Club, wrote for the Greenhorn and was an anchor on Greenhorn Live. Her sports accomplishments include participating in soccer, softball, and cheerleading, making the SBL softball team, SBL B team for soccer, and achieving a home playoff game the same year. While at SHS, the adults who helped Kylie along that path were her parents, Mr. Lawrence, and Miss Skrapek. When asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Kylie answered, to be a cosmo is to put others before yourself and encourage everyone to move forward in a positive direction. Congratulations, Kylie. Isaac Osenchuk. Isaac is graduating summa cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships. RBTC Director Scholarship for $750 for 4 years, Springfield Senior Center Achievement Award in the amount of $200, Springfield High School Alumni Scholarship, the Sherwin Z. Davis Memorial Scholarship for $1,000, the LaFontaine Family Fund Award in the amount of $500. Isaac will be attending college for construction management. In his time at SHS, Isaac was proud of passing all his classes. His accomplishments include completing the Carpentry Level 3 program at RBTC, being a member of the National Honor Society and Technical Honor Society, and being a competitive shooter with the Ferry Brook Junior Rifle Team, placing in several competitions throughout New England. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were Michelle. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Isaac answered, exhilarating. Congratulations, Isaac. Ella Michaela Salisbury. Ella is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: gaining early awareness and readiness for undergraduate programs, Gear Up, Renewable Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Ella will be attending the College of Southern Idaho, majoring in nursing. In her time at SHS, Ella was proud of scoring a goal in soccer and never giving up on herself. Her sports accomplishments include being on the soccer and track and field teams. While at SHS, the adults who helped her along that path were her mom and dad. When asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Ella answered, to be resilient. Congratulations, Ella. Joseph Charles Gardina. Joseph is graduating cum laude. Joe will be a full-time manager at Shaw's. In his time at SHS, Joe is proud of finally completing school. His accomplishments include learning to play guitar and playing metal music, and learning who his friends are. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were Miss Wasilico and Mr. Lawrence. When asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Joe answered, to live life and work hard. Congratulations, Joe. Ella Shaw. Ella is graduating magna cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships. R.N. Millett Scholarship in the amount of $2,500, University of Maine at Farmington Academic Distinction Award, Jane E. Fersling Scholarship in the amount of $750. Ella will be attending UMaine Farmington, majoring in psychology. In her time at SHS, Ella was proud of taking dual enrollment classes. Her accomplishments include being a proud member of the Book Social Club and taking dual enrollment courses through 3 different colleges. While at SHS, the adults who helped her along that path were Mr. Hauk, Miss Skrypek, and Miss Wasilico. When asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Ella answered, it means to push myself to work harder. Congratulations, Ella. Saban Tennis. Saban is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: the Community Service Award, Karen L. Cross Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,500, Jan E. Fersling Scholarship in the amount of $750. Saban will be attending College VTSU Randolph, majoring in Veterinary Technology, AAS. In her time at SHS, Saban was proud of not failing. Her accomplishments include having over 150 hours of community service. Her sports accomplishments include being on the field hockey and track and field teams, and 13 years of dance with the Dance Factory, with her most cherished memory being Snow Queen in the Nutcracker. While at SHS, the adult who helped them along her path are her parents, her grandparents, and Mr. Lawrence. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Saban answered, being around people you've grown up with, knowing that you're all there for each other. Congratulations, Saban. Ariana Beeman. Ariana is graduating cum laude. Ariana will be attending Missouri State University, majoring in social work. In her time at SHS, Ariana was proud of passing psychology. Her accomplishments include helping out at HCRS and completing the Human Service Level 2 program at RBTC and receiving the Outstanding Student Award. Her sports accomplishments include being a 12-season athlete on the soccer, basketball, and softball teams. While at SHS, the adults who helped her along her path were Mr. Lawrence, Miss Lehatch, and her family. When asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Ariana answered, being a cosmo means to always put forth your best efforts. Congratulations, Ariana. Kiko Boyens. Kiko will be entering and attaining her LNA while working at Gill's Home in Ludlow. In her time at SHS, Kiko was proud of graduating a semester early. Her accomplishments include having the opportunity to go to the Vermont Prostate Invitational Competition. Invitational competition was held at the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York. While at SHS, the adults who helped them along that path were her mom, dad, and cousin Brandon. When asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Kiko answered, being a cosmo to me means having integrity and morals. Congratulations, Kiko. Trevor Carl. Trevor is graduating magna cum laude. Trevor will be attending a trade school. In his time at SHS, Trevor was proud of playing football. His accomplishments include completing the Industrial Trades Level 2 program through RBTC and being in the National Honor Society. His sports accomplishments include being on the football and hockey teams, being the team captain in his senior year. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were his mom and dad. When asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Trevor answered, to go to Springfield. Congratulations, Trevor. Caleb Carroll. Caleb is graduating magna cum laude and is a recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: Sandy McGillivray Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, the Bryant Chucking Grinder Charitable Foundation Award in the amount of $3,500. Caleb will be attending Vermont State University Randolph campus, majoring in mechanical engineering and manufacturing. In his time at SHS, Caleb was proud of the Engineering Bridge Program. His accomplishments include completing the Advanced Manufacturing Level 2 program at RVTC, a Skills USA Triple Gold medalist, a member of the National Technical Honor Society, and will be traveling to Atlanta to represent Vermont in the Skills USA National Automated Manufacturing Tournament later in June. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were Chris Gray. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Caleb answered, everything. Congratulations, Caleb. Kimberlyn Page Considine. Kimber is graduating magna cum laude, and she will be working at Dartmouth Hospital towards her associate's degree as an X-ray technician. During her time at SHS, Kimber was proud of passing chemistry. Her accomplishments include being on the National Honor Society. Her sports accomplishments include being on the soccer and softball teams, with her favorite memories of making the SVL soccer team and being captain of the softball team. While at SHS, the adults that helped her along that path were her mom, dad, and grandparents. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Kimber answered, being a cosmo means to support each other in every accomplishment. Congratulations, Kimber. Lily Gurney. Lily is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: the Bruce Murray Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,600. Lily will be attending the University of Kentucky, majoring in animal science. In her time at SHS, Lily was proud of meeting her best friends. Her accomplishments include attending a full year of early college at Castleton campus. While at SHS, the adults that helped her along that path were her mom and dad. When asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Lily answered, having a strong and supporting community. Congratulations, Lily. Dylan Lacaste. Dylan will be entering the Army in the Infantry Division. In his time at SHS, Dylan was proud of his wrestling career. His accomplishments include completing the Carpentry Level 2 program at RBTC. His sports accomplishments include being on the football and wrestling teams, reaching 100 wins in his varsity career. While at SHS, the adults that helped him along that path were Ms. Smith, Coach Sapek, and Coach Aiken. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Dylan answered, to be part of a sports team. Congratulations, Dylan. Adriana Lynn Magoon. Adriana will be attending CCV, majoring in business while pursuing culinary arts. In her time at SHS, Adriana was proud of the opportunity to partake in the early college program and having the ability to seek help when she needed tutoring in her first college class. Her accomplishments include being a proud member of the National Honor Society, taking culinary arts at RBTC, and going to Madrid, Spain with the Spanish Club. Her sports accomplishments include being on the softball team. While at SHS, the adults that helped them along that path were Mr. Hauk, Miss Allen, and Miss Swan. When asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Adriana answered, "It means to stand strong in the face of defeat, knowing you have the entire SHS community on your side, whether it be friends you've made or the teachers who have supported you through it all." Congratulations, Adriana. Holly Jan Martinez. Holly is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarships: Karen L. Cross Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,500, gaining early act awareness and readiness for undergraduate programs, Gear Up Renewable Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, Springfield Equity Scholarship for BIPOC students in the amount of $4,000. Holly will be attending University of North Carolina at Greensboro, studying early childhood development and education. In her time at SHS, Holly is proud of being able to create art and display it. Her accomplishments include having art displayed at a cafe in Chester. Her sports accomplishments include being a part of Jenkins Dance Studio and winning first place overall for her solo, winning first place overall in competitive gymnastics, as well as playing soccer her freshman year. While at SHS, the adults that helped them along that path were Miss Donaldson, Mr. Lawrence, and Mr. Spartalotti. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Holly answered, "Being part of a strong school community that supports each other, works hard, and shows school spirit. It's about doing your best, helping others, and not giving up when things get tough." Congratulations, Holly. Alexander Moy. Alexander is graduating summa cum laude. Alexander will be taking a gap year. In his time at SHS, Alexander was proud of having a 4.0 GPA for the whole of his senior year. His accomplishments include having a lead role in the 2024 fall show, The Rainbow Fish, sound tech for the 2023 fall show, How to Get into College, Greenhorn staff member, volunteer at the Edgar May, Easter Rabbit for Edgar May, volunteer work with RBTC Robotics and Aerial Drone Club, Dartmouth College Book Award recipient, assortment of academic awards, Excellence MVP, Classroom Citizenship, Rising Star, etc., Elk Student of the Month, December, and multiple highest honors. While at SHS, the adults that helped them along that path were his mom and dad. When asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Alexander answered, "Being a cosmo means that nothing is ever quite what you expect it to be." Congratulations, Alexander. Kale Robinson. Kale will be taking a gap year. In his time at SHS, Kale was proud of passing all his classes. His sports accomplishments include playing on the football, baseball, and basketball teams. While at SHS, the adults that helped them along that path were Miss Pelton, Miss Skrypek, and Miss Stewart. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Kale answered, "To be supportive." Congratulations, Kale. Jocelyn Rowe. Jocelyn is graduating cum laude. Jocelyn will be working full-time at Image Tech. In her time at SHS, Jocelyn was proud of working hard and graduating. Her accomplishments include completing the horticulture program at RBTC. While at SHS, the adults that helped them along that path were Michelle, Miss Nadu, and Mr. Houck. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Jocelyn answered, to be a moving forward student no matter what. Congratulations, Jocelyn. Adam Sanborn. Adam will be taking a gap year while looking into attending the Fire Academy. In his time at SHS, Adam was proud of breaking the school record in triple jump. His sports accomplishments include competing in inside and outside track. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were Miss Sandy and Miss Nancy. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Adam answered everything. Congratulations, Adam. Teresa Lucille Shook. Teresa is graduating magna cum laude and is the recipient of the following awards and/or scholarship. David Bruce Scholarship in the amount of $2,500 and the Jan E. Fersling Scholarship in the amount of $750. Tess will be attending Vermont State University majoring in nursing. In her time at SHS, Tess was proud of finding friends that will last a lifetime. Her accomplishments include attending and living at college full term during her senior year. While at SHS, the adults that helped her along that path were her mom and stepdad. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Tess answered, to work hard and have fun while doing it. Congratulations, Tess. Noah Tunkel. Noah will be entering the workforce. In his time at SHS, Noah was proud of graduating. His accomplishments were being part of the after-school gym club. His sports accomplishments include competing in cross-country, having a PER of 20.43 and a 5K. While at SHS, the adults who helped him along that path were Mr. Cuculo, Mr. Lawrence, and Ms. Hathorn. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Noah answered, work hard and enjoy life. Congratulations, Noah. Miles Webster. Miles will be taking a gap year while exploring a career in culinary arts. In his time at SHS, Miles was proud of finding their love for baking. His accomplishments include competing in a cooking competition at the Culinary Institute of America in New York and holding the role of Mr. Weems, along with a few other roles in the How to Get Into College play. While at SHS, the adults who helped them along their path were Michelle, Miss Nadu, and Mr. Hauk. And when asked what it meant to be a cosmopolitan, Miles answered, I'm green. Congratulations, Miles. At this time, it is my professional honor and privilege to be able to pronounce to you the graduating class of 2025 from Springfield High School. We are proud of you. We know you are going to go out into the world and do amazing things. Please remember that you are always a part of our community, and we hope that you keep in touch and let us know how you are doing. So at this time, you can move your tassels because you are officially graduating.